Look up at the night sky. What you see feels endless, ancient, and infinite. But in truth, it is only the surface of something far greater. Beyond that darkness lies a universe so vast that distance loses all meaning. Structures so enormous that even light, the fastest thing that exists, needs billions of years just to cross them. On these scales, imagination fails and numbers become meaningless. These are not stars, they are not planets, they are not even galaxies. They are cosmic giants, walls of matter, rivers of galaxies, and black holes so massive they bend space and time itself. Some of these structures are so large that, according to our current understanding of cosmology, they should not exist at all. The universe, at its largest scales, is supposed to be smooth and uniform. And yet, scattered across the cosmos, we find scars, massive, connected structures that break the rules. They sit silently in the void, rewriting what we thought we knew about reality. They remind us that the universe is not obligated to make sense to us. Tonight, we are not exploring the familiar. We are venturing beyond intuition, beyond scale, beyond comfort. This is a journey to the largest things ever discovered, and to the limits of human understanding. Ton 618, the monster black hole. If there is one thing more terrifying than the vastness of space, it is what hides within it. Ton 618 is not just a black hole. It is a cosmic anomaly, a supermassive object so extreme that it challenges everything we think we know about the universe. With a mass nearly 66 billion times that of the Sun, Ton 618 dwarfs every black hole ever observed. Its event horizon, the point beyond which nothing can escape, stretches almost 400 billion kilometers wide, larger than the orbit of Neptune. Light crosses that boundary and is erased from existence forever. We don't see Ton 618 directly. What we observe is its quasar, a blinding beacon of energy created as matter heats up and screams inward toward destruction. That light has traveled over 10 billion years to reach Earth, meaning this monster already existed when the universe itself was still young. And that should not be possible. The largest stars we know can only create black holes a few dozen times the mass of the Sun. So, how did something billions of times larger form so early in cosmic history? No theory fully explains it. Some scientists suggest rapid runaway collapse. Others suspect unknown physics from the early universe. Ton 618 does not chase prey. It does not roar or explode. It simply waits, pulling gas, stars, and entire systems toward oblivion with quiet inevitability. Somewhere in the deep darkness of space, this invisible giant is still feeding, patient, unstoppable, and utterly indifferent to everything around. IC 1101, the King of Galaxies. If Ton 618 shows us how extreme a single object can become, IC 1101 reveals what happens when gravity is given billions of years to build without limits. This is not just a galaxy. It is the largest galaxy ever discovered. Located roughly 1 billion light-years away, IC 1101 stretches an almost unimaginable 6 million light-years across. If the Milky Way were placed inside it, you could line up more than 60 Milky Ways side by side and still not reach the edges. On this scale, entire galaxies become mere neighborhoods. IC 1101 contains an estimated 100 trillion stars, along with countless planets, moons, and black holes. From within, the night sky would never truly be dark. The glow of distant suns would fill the heavens in every direction. Astronomers believe IC 1101 grew to this size by slowly devouring smaller galaxies over billions of years. Each collision added more stars, more mass, and more gravity, turning it into a cosmic empire built from the remains of others. But there is something haunting about this giant. Most of its stars are ancient and fading, and very few new ones are being born. IC 1101 may already be past its prime, slowly drifting toward a quiet future. Even in decline, it stands as a reminder of how far matter can go when time and gravity work together. A galaxy so vast that it redefines what the word large truly means. Alcyonius, the largest radio galaxy. Some giants of the universe are invisible to the human eye. Alcyonius is one of them. It doesn't shine brightly in visible light, yet it is one of the largest single structures ever associated with a galaxy. Measured by its radio emissions, Alcyone stretches an astonishing 16 million light-years across. That is more than 160 times the width of the Milky Way. If it were placed where our galaxy is, its vast arms would extend far beyond every star you've ever seen. At its center lies a supermassive black hole, quietly powering this cosmic leviathan. From this core, jets of energy blast outward at nearly the speed of light, carving through intergalactic space for millions of light-years. These jets inflate enormous lobes of plasma that glow only in radio wavelengths, forming ghostly wings in the darkness. What makes Alcyone truly unsettling is that it shouldn't be this large. Its central black hole is not unusually active, and its environment is relatively sparse, lacking the dense fuel thought necessary for such growth. And yet, over billions of years, it expanded unchecked. To human eyes, Alcyone is almost invisible. You could stare at its patch of sky for a lifetime and never know it was there. But in the radio universe, it dominates its surroundings, a silent titan stretching across cosmic emptiness, whispering in wavelengths only our instruments can hear. The Phoenix Cluster, a cosmic furnace. The Phoenix Cluster is not just massive, it is violent. Located about 5.7 billion light-years away, this galaxy cluster contains over 1,000 galaxies bound together by gravity, all immersed in a sea of superheated gas. Its total mass equals nearly 1 quadrillion suns. The space between its galaxies is filled with gas heated to hundreds of millions of degrees, glowing intensely in X-rays. This is not a quiet region of the universe, it is a furnace burning on a cosmic scale. At the heart of the Phoenix Cluster lies a supermassive black hole, one of the most actively feeding ever observed. As it consumes matter, it unleashes enormous jets of energy that blast through the surrounding gas, creating vast bubbles of heat and light that stretch across hundreds of thousands of light-years. And yet, something extraordinary is happening here. Despite all this violence, parts of the cluster are cooling rapidly enough to form new stars. The Phoenix Cluster is creating stars at a rate of nearly 500 suns per year, hundreds of times faster than the Milky Way. This constant cycle of heating, cooling, destruction, and rebirth is what gives the cluster its name. Like a cosmic phoenix, it collapses and reignites again and again. If you could somehow witness it up close, you would see one of the most energetic environments in the universe, a storm of gravity, radiation, and fire that has been raging for billions of years. The Shapley Supercluster, a cosmic empire. If galaxy clusters are cities, then the Shapley Supercluster is a continent. It is one of the largest and most massive concentrations of galaxies ever discovered, a vast empire of matter stretching across space. Spanning roughly 650 million light-years, the Shapley Supercluster contains over 8,000 galaxies grouped into dozens of smaller clusters. Each of these clusters holds hundreds of galaxies orbiting massive gravitational cores, all bound together in a dense cosmic web. This region of the universe is not evenly distributed like most others. It is unusually concentrated, heavy, and bright, packed with far more matter than expected. In fact, the Shapley Supercluster is so massive that its gravitational pull influences the motion of our own galaxy, even from hundreds of millions of light-years away. Galaxies near Shapley are not standing still, they are flowing inward, drawn toward its immense gravitational center, like leaves carried by a slow cosmic current. This motion reveals that even on the largest scales, the universe is dynamic and interconnected. Astronomers believe the Shapley Supercluster may be one of the most massive single structures ever found. It is also part of something even larger, the Laniakea Supercluster, which includes our own Virgo cluster and the Milky Way itself. The Shapley Supercluster reminds us that no galaxy exists in isolation. Across hundreds of millions of light-years, gravity weaves everything together into a single, vast cosmic system. What you've seen so far may already feel overwhelming, but in truth, we've only scratched the surface. From the endless hunger of Ton 618 to galaxies and superclusters vast enough to reshape entire regions of space, these giants represent just the lower layers of the cosmic hierarchy. As massive as they are, black holes, galaxies, and even superclusters are not the final answer. They are pieces of a much larger puzzle, one that begins to reveal how matter flows across the universe, how gravity connects structures across unimaginable distances, and how the cosmos organizes itself on scales that defy intuition. Beyond what we've explored lie structures so immense that they challenge the very principles of cosmology, patterns that should not exist, alignments that break our models, and vast cosmic regions that redefine what it means for something to be large. In the next part of this journey, we will move beyond individual giants and into the true architecture of the universe itself. We'll explore our real cosmic neighborhood, uncover mysterious formations etched across space, and confront structures so vast that even light struggles to tell their full story. This is only part 1, and the most unbelievable discoveries are still ahead. Make sure you don't miss what comes next.